Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Russell and AmbeRussell. Make sure you guys subscribe. The button's right at the top. Watch previous videos that were posted by me and Amber. And thumbs up the video and leave a comment at the bottom. So quite a few things that has happened since I last talked to you guys. One of my favorite shows, Live with Regis and Kelly. I just found out a week ago that Regis is actually going to be leaving the show. And it's kind of sad because, you know, I've been watching the show for a while now. Whenever I don't have school or I don't have to go to work, I actually tune to it on ABC every single day of the week at 9 o'clock. And, you know, I always like to watch the opening of the show when they talk about the news, current events, and when they do the spin the wheel. And when they spin the wheel and have the call the person, see if they get the answer right. I never get to know what the answer to the question is. And if it was me, I would just Google make sure I was by the computer and Google it. But I just enjoy the show. And now he's leaving, and it's kind of sad, but it's even more sad that they want Ryan Seacrest to actually fill in Regis' spot. Now, throughout the couple of past weeks, they've been having, you know, different male guests to fill in for Regis, because he just wasn't there, and they just had special guests. You know, they had people for Kelly as well. But I think as though they should just continue doing that until they find the right guy to replace them, rather than just say, hey, we want you to take the spot over. And, you know, Kelly Ripa has been, you know, doing this for the past, 9 years or so. So I think she could be just, you know, good placement for it and just stay with her by herself. Or, you know, someone else than Ryan Seacrest. I feel as though he's all over the place. You see his face so much throughout the whole year. On American Idol, he has a radio, he's on E, he has his name in so many places that you start to get too much of him. And if you wake up and you see him on TV, it's like, I don't want to see this all the time, you know? It's kind of like you just want him to go away somewhere. So I hope they don't get him. I doubt he's going to turn it down. I just hope they find someone new. Or have a search for someone to replace them. That's how they got Kelly to be the new co-host. They did a search. That's how they did on The View. They had different people come in and fill in for the spots that weren't filled up yet until they found the right person to, you know, take the spots of Meredith and Star Jones. I just hope they do that rather than just say, he wants you to do it, because you never know if he might do well or not. You don't know how the viewers are going to react to him. Just because he does well on one thing doesn't mean that we all are going to, you know, react to him waking up with him. So other things, Beyonce actually is in talks of doing a new movie, or rather a remake of a movie. It was planned in 2008 that she was going to do A Star Is Born. And all the stuff for the movie just collapsed, and she pulled out of it. So now they are going back and are trying to make this movie. And Clint Eastwood's actually going to be directing the film. And they're saying, oh, this could be Oscar buzz, and saying it's such a big deal. But at the end of the day, no matter who's directing it, what the movie is, no matter how good the role Beyonce could be for this movie could be, the character, no matter how much the character fits her, it won't change the fact that Beyonce is not that great of an actress. She has some decent acting skills in some of her roles, but she gets picked for these movies not because of her acting ability, rather because of the name Beyonce. Now, you could disagree or argue with me or say what you want to say. She wasn't good and Obsessed. People only went to go see that because of the fight scene. She's just decent enough to get by, but she's not an Oscar-worthy actress, I don't feel. And for people to say that, oh, this is Oscar buzz, it really isn't. Maybe she could pull something out of the hat with this role, but, you know, if she hasn't done it yet, I don't think she will ever do it. I mean, she has been in quite a few movies, and acting skills have not improved drastically enough for me to say, oh, for this one film, she is going to be like, you know, the next big singer, actress, songwriter, dancer, performer. because she hasn't brought that out yet for me to even say that it's a possibility. In other Beyonce news, she is actually getting some producers to make some dubstep. Is that what it's called? I forget what the music sound is. Britney Spears did it with on her Blackout CD and on her current single, actually. Dubstep, I believe. It's like a combination of electronica music and that electrical futuristic pop music fused with a little bit of reggae and R&B, they say. So she's getting some of those producers to come onto her new album, and she's been saying, her producers have been saying, oh, it's the next hot thing, it's the greatest thing ever, and I just hope the hype lives up I hope the CD lives up to the hype, because, you know, she always has everyone saying all this great stuff, and yet when you get that album, it's good music nonetheless, but it's never as good as we expect it to be. It's nothing new or innovative. It's just, you know, good music that anyone else could have created. And it's just funny that she's doing this kind of music now after everyone else has done it. Rihanna did it with Rude Boy. Britney Spears' new song, Hold It Against Me, was actually this style of music as well. And it's just funny that as soon as she hears other people doing it, that's what she's going to go jump out and do. And it's almost like she's copying them, and, well, she is copying them and doing what they already have done in order to score a hit. I just hope that she just sticks to her guns and do what she does best, and she just tries to be original with this album and do something that no one's doing right now, because right now the radio all sounds basically the same. And she said her album was One Direction, and now she's totally switching it as soon as the radio stations are going to this new form of music. And I just hope she stick with what she had before. But I mean, hey, if you gotta do what she's gotta do, and make sure she scores a hit rather than make good music. I think there's too many people out there nowadays who want to have a #1 hit and actually make a good, decent album with, you know, 13, 15 songs on it. They'd rather have a short 9-track album with quickly produced songs and catchy lyrics with no actual depth to them, but they add meaning afterwards and say, oh, this song means this or that. And they're just not creating good music anymore. They're just making really pop, catchy songs just so they could make money, and yet we're stuck with nothing really good. We don't have quality music. They have the quantity of the money coming in, but we have the less quality of music coming at us. Other news, Lady Gaga, she has a bunch of music leaking out right now. Well, not leaked, rather put out. There was a song on Born This Way that was released for a fashion show over in Europe, I believe in France or Germany, I forget, over in Europe, and for the men's line or whatever, for whoever the fashion designer is, I forget who. And I took a listen to it. It's obviously a remix, it's not the actual song, but I don't know. The song, to me, it feels, you know, it's a remix, obviously. It feels as though the song is not living up to the hype that, as well as her producers are giving. Lady Gaga says that her music is going to be the best album of the decade. It's going to be the greatest thing. They're just hyping this stuff up so much. It's said that it's too precious to even talk about. And yet, whenever I think of Lady Gaga, her music is no better than what's out on the radio. And yet, she said, makes it seem as though, and makes us all seem as though it's something deeper and something more complex. I mean, she's no different than any other singer where it comes to catchy song lyrics, a catchy hook, a nice beat. One thing I do say is that she did do this electronica futuristic sound before people on her fashion whatever. But other than that, when she talks about my song is a little bit more deeper than this, your lyrics aren't deep at all. You just give meaning to them afterwards. You use your music videos to say, oh, this song means this. You make Telephone seem like it's such a fantastic song lyrically, Whereas though the song is very, generic pop song that anyone else could have made. It's nothing where it talks about anything, or it's just a song about someone saying stop calling me. But she will say, oh, it's something this, that, and the third, and it has a deeper meaning than what is actually the song is about. So it almost feels as though she takes a song, she writes it, and she makes it seem as though it's much grander than what it actually is. And last thing to talk about is for the Super Bowl, I really hope if they do win, they don't play Black and Yellow 24/7 on the radio. It's going to be the Steelers versus Green Bay. And I'm not too much of a... I like football. I like sports. I don't pick a favorite team. So, to me, whenever someone loses or wins, I don't get upset. I don't lose bets. I don't win bets. But, I do hope they do win. But I don't want Black and Yellow to be played on the radio 24/7 if the Steelers do win. I mean, the song has been played out so much. I just have a feeling as though Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. They're just going to keep playing that song over and over and over. So, I hope they just stop that if the Steelers do win and they don't play out Black and Yellow 24 times extra on the radio than what they already do. And Black Eyed Peas are supposed to perform a halftime show, and Christina Aguilera is actually going to be doing the National Anthem. I have my fingers crossed. I hope and pray that this girl does not oversing at all, because when she oversins, she does have a beautiful voice, nonetheless, but when she oversins, it takes away from the song, and she doesn't have that much control over her vocals, and it could turn out to be a hot mess if she does oversing it. And I hope she's practicing. I hope the people around her at St. Christina listen to how you sound, retweet that, and less is always going to be more for you vocally when you sing, Christina, as well as when you put makeup on. You're a very beautiful girl, but then you look like a clown when you come out, Oh, and also, American Idol. I haven't talked about this. This used to be one of my favorite shows. I have stopped watching it as much in the past few years. It has gotten kind of boring. With the new judges, I was kind of hoping that, my interest would get right back to it. I knew of J-Lo for a really long time compared to as long as I knew Paula. I didn't know Paula until American Idol came out, And once again, I'm still not a big fan of American Idol as I used to when it first started. The show is really dying down. As soon as when Paula left, that's when the show should have really ended. The show's not the same without Simon. There needs to be some tough love on the show. There needs to be someone to be more honest. Steven Tyler's kind of creepy. He's a perv. He talks to the young girls in a, not very, way they should be talked to. Especially some of these girls could be 16, 17, 18 years old, and this guy's like 50 or something like that. And Randy, he's the same guy as always. J-Lo, she's too nice. I have heard so many, stories about her being this evil bitch, and yet she's giving me I'm too scared to judge these people. So what if you're not the best singer? J-Lo, you need to give your criticism, and you need to be the Simon. We need to find someone to be the next Simon on this show, because when X Factor comes into town, you don't know, they might blow this show right out the water, and the show might end up getting canceled. You never know. And about X Factor, there's no one signed on yet besides for Simon yet, but the rumored people are that he wants 2 male and 2 female judges. One of the male spots are already taken by him, so there's 3 slots left, 1 guy and 2 girls. Quite a few people have mentioned saying that they want the spot. Right now they have Christina Aguilera. Want this lady, Cheryl Cole, from the European version of the show, the original, the UK version rather, of X Factor, to come and judge. They want quite a few bunch of people. They asked Rihanna, they asked Katy Perry, Mariah Carey has said she had interest in doing it, Will Smith, but none of these people are official, but the X Factor people are really fighting for Christina Aguilera to actually do this, and I think this would be a good look for her. It'll bring back her career. She'll get back to being where she used to be. Bring back her name in a positive way to the media, to the public, to the people. And I feel as though she might be a pretty decent judge because she can sing compared to other few females on the other performing shows, contests like this. They say Cheryl Cole is not a great singer. They say she lip sings, all sorts of stuff. I have never heard her sing personally, but there are 2 spots open, so they could choose both of them. Simon really wants this girl to come, and the producer of the show actually wants Christina to come really badly. She hasn't signed anything yet. They're in talks with her still, and I think Christina would be a good look, not just because she can sing well, but because she does have a way of talking, a way of speaking, and giving her opinion, rather. She's a very opinionated person, and she's not afraid to say what she has to say or say how she feels. She'll get down to the point, and she will, be like a female version of Simon, and she will, not just be the sweet person who won't tell a person you can't sing or this how you need to work on something. She's been in the game for quite a while, for a good over 10 years, and she has evolved as an artist from being just a cookie cutout of a musician. She has become her own artist by her second CD, and I think that's what's a good development process for any artist. You need to learn how to become who you want to be to the public, and you need to learn how to become your own personal artist and how to perform. She's not a dancer at all, and yet she still knows how to light up the stage. And these are techniques that I think she could easily teach anybody. And so this is Russell, AmbeRussell. Make sure you guys leave a comment at the bottom. Do you think Christina Aguilera would be good for the National Anthem and for X Factor? Do you think Rihanna should do it instead, or Katy Perry? American, how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys think these producers should stop talking so much about the music and let the music speak for itself? Because, they go on and on just saying how bananas and how crazy everything's going, and yet they're not sometimes they never bring anything to the table. Should the music just speak for itself, or should we go by what these producers are saying? What are your predictions for the Super Bowl? And who do you want to win? And do you think Beyonce become a great actress overnight because of this new role that she's given, and by the director being so great? And is there anything else I talked about that caught your interest? And let me know. Leave a comment at the bottom. Thumbs up the video. Thanks for watching. This is Russell, AmbeRussell. Peace.